Well, hello there. Come on in. I'm Chris Brown. I'm your humble chimney sweep. I was just going over your chimney inspection report, but now that you're here, make yourself comfortable. Let's go over it together, shall we? Okay, now let's take a look at the inspection report and see how it reads out. This is a generic report. This is exactly what you will get, only your information obviously will be filled into all these blanks. The upper right hand corner of the report is the legend. Each one of these initials pertain to something. A is consistent with the age of the chimney. B, see comments below. C, repairs needed. D, need further evaluation. Or E, not applicable. And they're placed into the boxes next to the parts of the chimney that can be easily identified in this diagram. And then, of course, you'll find my comments here below. Now, let's take a look at your personal report. So stay with me. Hey, Sherry, it was great to see you out at the house today. What a beautiful house. Nice gated community. Just love everything about it. Let's take a look at what we've got here. In the living room, we have a unvented or vent-free gas log set. It operates with the house switch there on the side. All the vent-free units have these seal-off plates, right? Because there's no chimney, right? Which really doesn't make much sense, right? I mean, when you when you stop and think about it, it's almost kind of funny. If you look outside, we've got chimneys, right? One for each fireplace, but they're totally not connected. One is not connected to the other, and it's just I don't get it personally as a chimney guy, but it is what it is. These are vent-free units, not all of them. The master bedroom fireplace, for instance, it has to be a vented unit. You cannot put vent-free gas logs in a confined space, no matter how big the confined space is. A confined space is a bedroom or a bathroom. So both units, the unit in this room, of course, and the let's take a look. Here we go. And the unit that's in the bathroom are both vented units. They have to be. And here's the reason why. A vented unit actually pulls fresh combustion air into the room. And by doing that, it can be in a confined space because it's literally not burning the oxygen in the room. On the other hand, in your large great room, for instance, it is burning the oxygen in the room, but it's of no matter because all houses turn over air all the time, and it's not a confined space. And there's plenty of oxygen in there. Always remember though, with vent-free gas logs, there's something called an ODS. Has to be in every single unit, just like yours has them. And this ODS is an oxygen depletion sensor. In other words, if the oxygen was to get low in the room, the unit automatically shuts off. The same thing would happen if you had a vent-free unit in the bedroom, right, or bathroom in this case. It would shut itself off, but you wouldn't want to bet your life on it, right? So the state of North Carolina will not allow for them to be in confined spaces. So I hope that's clear. I hope I didn't confuse the issue too much. Vented gas products for confined spaces, bedrooms and bathrooms, unvented for other spaces. All right, so now let's just take a look. Let's go back up to the top. So we can see that there's English pots, beautiful English pots, and these chimneys are just all decoration, right? And you can kind of see down in here where they're sealed off just right at the top. How this is built is this is one big slab up here, one big slab of concrete, and this is both the masonry fireplaces, chimneys, by the way. One big slab, and then they have the flue pipes just sitting down in there. So there's no water getting into the body of the chimney. Now, what's behind the stonework is most likely just wood framing, right? Wood framing. And so that's one of the reasons, obviously, we can't burn wood like we would think about doing in the great room, let's say, for instance. We'd like to burn wood in here. Well, the unit itself, it's a UL listed unit. It's designed for these sets of gas logs only. Can't switch the logs out and can't burn wood in there under any circumstances. Could that be accommodated? Certainly. You'd have to pull these units out, run new flue pipe down, and turn them into a vented item for burning wood. Be very, very expensive. All right, let's turn our attention to the hearth extension. A little bit of confusion. Some people think this part that extends into the room is actually the hearth. It is. It's the hearth extension. The floor of the fireplace is literally the hearth. Just some technical stuff there for you. Because of the size of this fireplace, you need a hearth extension that protrudes 20 inches into the room and 12 inches on both sides of the fireplace opening. This is something for you to discuss with your local building inspector. If he gives you a pass on this, says it's not necessary, then that's fine. But your humble chimney sweep of 37 years, a real code warrior, by the way, says you do need a hearth extension. But I'm not the authority in the area. The county inspector is. So whatever he says goes. Folks have questions for me, give me a call, 704-526-6348. You can email me at chris@affordablesweep.com. Thanks.